What's up, man? I'm Miguel and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I will be reviewing, finally, Voux Elegante. You know what I'm saying? So Voux Elegante by Paris Corner, Emir. Paris Corner's Emir line, I believe. This right here is a clone of Georges Naxos. The presentation shows it off pretty clearly. They really try to copy it to their best, but it still is a bit off. When you see the bottle, you can clearly tell what it's trying to mimic. This fragrance right here goes for roughly 50 bucks. And if you've seen the comparison video between this and the original that is trying to clone, you kind of know my thoughts about the fragrance. But this is going to be an in-depth review of the fragrance, talking about the way that it smells and the longevity. As always, we're going to begin with the spray test. I'm going to spray it on my left hand so you guys can watch the sprayer in action. Pretty good sprayer. I like it. But I have to say, these types of fragrances by Paris Corner, they have such a light feel on your skin. It doesn't feel heavy. For some, it's a good thing. For others, it kind of shows the quality of the fragrance. I have to tell you guys, this fragrance changed so much after having it for a month. It really macerated and then it became way better. At first, it wasn't as accurate, but now it's from the 85 to 90 percentile of likeness to Naxos. I'm telling you guys, these Paris Corner fragrances, they change. A lot of these clones, it's like it came straight out of the factory and then they put it into production. And they didn't master it into what it's supposed to be yet. Give it a month or two and then it gets to where it's supposed to be. I have to say, this smells extremely close to Naxos right now. It has that honey, has that bergamot, cinnamon, a bit of it, the tobacco, cashmerean, vanilla, a bit of jasmine, and a bunch of other notes. But I'm telling you right now, what it was lacking during my comparison, it gained that fresh bergamot honey smell that is very, very well known inside of Georges Naxos. Right now, it's nailing it almost to a T. Like, if I had both here, the only difference I would tell is the ingredients, because Naxos is more heavier than this one. Like I said in my comparison, to me this is like an EDT version of the Naxos from Georges, because it feels lighter and it performs way lighter as well. Like for me personally, the longevity is not the best. I get roughly 6 hours. After 1 hour, the projection and sillage is over. Then you get like 1 feet of projection, and after 3-4 hours it's a skin scent all the way until 6+ hours. On your clothing, it's gonna last longer than on your skin. I also have different type of skin, so you know, performances may vary for everyone, but to me this is not the best performing. It even transitions very similarly to the original. Voux Elegante is a great clone of Naxos, but for me, no matter how good of a clone this is, it does not replicate what Naxos is. Naxos has this intoxicating scent. It has great projection, sillage especially. That's like one of the things that Naxos brings to the table that it does better than a lot of fragrances. That honey, bergamot, cinnamon, tobacco combination with a bit of vanilla. When you smell that through the air, it's just like, wow. You fall in love with it. Amazing for the date night. But this right here, it does it, but in such a short amount of time. It does it for only 1 hour, and after that, everything else is a skin scent. The thing about this fragrance here, you're gonna need way more sprays to pull off even a fraction of the performance that Naxos brings. Smell-wise, yes, they did a very good job to mimic the smell, but performance is not there, quality is not there, and for what you're getting a pretty good deal. As a clone, I'm bumping the grade up overall to a 9. Because to me, with the time that it macerated, the color of the juice became darker, it's starting to smell more and more like Naxos. But it doesn't give you what Naxos gives you, you know? The sillage, the performance, the complement factor. It's already becoming a skin scent. I smell cinnamon more and a bit of tobacco. I can tell the difference in quality. The cinnamon here is more synthetic. It's almost as if they were using the same type of cinnamon that they used in Fire Your Desire. Very similar in terms of ingredients, very synthetic, kind of cheap. But honestly, if you're gonna get one of these clones right here, guys, make sure that you wait for the time that it needs for maceration. The maceration in a fragrance is extremely important. It can definitely change your whole perspective on the fragrance. Give these things time. And these cheap companies, they're trying to bump and produce fragrances on and on as much as they can and sell as much. So they're not really thinking about macerating things. Like look at, for example, Amouage's Reflection 45 and all their 45 line. Those things macerated for years. You know what I mean? Like years. And they added resins and all of these things, and they make them so potent, and they have like extracts of parfum type of concentration. So it has a whole different level of performance, but this right here is lacking in performance. 3 things you should keep in mind with this fragrance. Yes, it does smell like Naxos. Performance is lacking, and let it macerate for you to get the best results with this fragrance. Alright? Regardless, if you do really want Naxos, my best advice is to sample the original. If you cannot wait and you really do not want to spend, you're really tight with your money, or you just don't like spending but you want to smell good, not a bad option right here for 50 bucks. But still, I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. I'm not just gonna tell you get what's cheaper, I'm gonna tell you get what's worth your money. And to me, Naxos is worth the money. Sample it, save up if you have to. If you really can't and you want the DNA, then this is not a bad shout. Thank you guys for watching my video. As always, have a great day, night, and evening. Subscribe, obviously. Adios.